Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richie, the Corn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I thought, and this is the video I was talking about, thought we could just kind of sit down and look at the Wizard101 Xbox game preview console on their official Discord and kind of go over some of the bugs and glitches that people have been reporting. Obviously, I would imagine most of these have already been worked on or are being worked on, but thought it might be interesting to kind of like share the progress of what's going on. So anyway, let's I guess go to this one that was 1 hour ago. Chains. By the way, some of these aren't. I wouldn't really say are bugs. I think a lot of people just are kind of still kind of feeling how the game is a little bit. Like some of these are kind of self-explanatory. Anyway, chains server and have no body. What the title says, I switched servers and I suddenly had no body, had to restart the game to not be invisible again. Edit, replicated again, and teleported to my house, fixed it those time. It seems to be picky about what works and what doesn't work to fix it. And this is basically what the... what happened to his body? He almost looks like the personal Damon boss from like the Cabal raid, the Polaris raid. What happened? It's just a bunch of triangles and stuff. Yeah, we're already off to a good start. Horrendous audio issue in location with Quest the Commandment. Oh no. Alright, we gotta pause our own audio for this. Wait. Gotta go in game, pause our own audio. Oh gosh. We'll probably keep it muted for now, but let's see this. Absolutely terrible audio issue when walking. Actually, is there a way I can like make this bigger? Or yeah, there we go. Yeah, I want to make this side a little bit bigger. This had me thinking demons were coming out of my TV versus an Xbox upload not working, so I recorded on the phone. Oh, I wonder if there's an Xbox specific issue or not. Let's see. Oh gosh! What is that? Oh my gosh! Bro! Bro, I think your Xbox is broke, dog. What the heck? Someone said it's the souls from the Hall of Champions. Yo! That is crazy. So now you guys know why this game is not released yet on consoles. Now you guys know. That is insane. Oh my goodness. Fixing this bug and adding a quality of life to console controls. I just joined the game, was like this. Also, if I were to give one suggestion for feedback, is to fix the camera control on Xbox, because if you move the right stick while moving it, will just return to where you were walking. Oh, okay. I know a lot of... this is also another, like, invisible body glitch. Like, what is going on? Dude. I love it. And I don't know if it's like... Look at the floating head, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yeah, this definitely is not ready for launch. But I wonder if it's also like maybe an issue with the connectivity, or if it's an Xbox issue, or what. Mount Olympus Secret Boss. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like some of these are kind of like self-explanatory. This person says they're trying to get the Alpha and Omega by fighting the Secret Boss. I believe in order to actually get into the Secret Boss in Mount Olympus, you do have to pick up the quest. Like you can't just like run in the gate. So I think this person didn't like pick up the quest, but I don't think that's a bug or a glitch. And like I said, some of these are kind of like self-explanatory, like, oh, you know, whatever. Unsure of the name of these boots, considering I just stitched them without thinking too much about it, but they don't look anything like they did in the Bizarre preview. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it, dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely got to fix some of the file assets and just the visual stuff. Audio is broken during remote play. Again, that's just a remote play issue. Joel actually responds, says, I have a S23 and the same thing happens with all the games. I'm okay with it on Fast Penguins, though. I normally mute that game. Okay, so yeah, that's just a remote play thing. Yeah. Ice Flow, Siren, Invisible. Let me see this. What happened to the pet? Where's the pet? Where's the pet? It's completely invisible. The pet is completely invisible, dude. Oh my gosh, I love it. Black screen and Mushu. Oh my gosh. Wait, this looks interesting. What is this? Oh, dude. Mushu is completely pitch black. Oh my god. What is that, dude? It's just a bunch of polygons and stuff. Like, dude. Wait. What happened to Mushu? What happened to Mushu, dude? Oh my gosh. I've never even seen that on PC before. Wow. Oh my goodness. I've been known to always have dumb things. I can go through other worlds still, so just have to walk. Oh my gosh. Grizzleheim, Seversted Pass, textures flash on screen. Alright, let's see. Oh, if you have a history of epilepsies, don't watch this. I don't want to give anybody, like, a concern. Okay, just another fair warning. I don't want to flash anybody. Let's see what this is happening. I'm not seeing much. Yeah, I'm not seeing much. Oh, wait. I think I saw, like, a flicker. I'm not seeing much here. I did see a little bit of a flicker, though. Let's see. Oh, yo, okay, I do see it. I do see the flicker, though. Okay, I do see the flicker, though. I think there's actually been an issue. Yo, oh my... We paused it at the right time, dude. Oh my gosh. What? Oh my gosh. I think I've seen this happen before on PC. If you have like a certain mount equipped and you just go in a certain angle, sometimes like, not even I don't know, like the text will just like fly out on the screen. The fact that we paused that at the right moment is insane. Want to see if I can do that again? Probably not. Oh my goodness. Oh, it just happened again, dude. Hey, can I drag it back just a little bit? Oh, yep, it's that corner. It's that little corner right there. Yep. Yep, and that happens on PC a little bit too. Like, if you just get that tiny little angle, that will actually happen. Oh my gosh. That's scary. Shouldn't have too much concerns, though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we gonna have to work on this game a little bit. But some of these are things that are kind of like, you know, you can kind of live with a little bit, you know, like, I don't think that many people are really gonna, like, complain too much about that issue. I mean, people are already complaining mainly about the paywalls. I mean, the paywall issue, that's its own thing, and that's not even, like, a bug or a glitch. That's just the way that Wizard101 intends it. On PC, this normally doesn't matter too much, since there's so many other realms to jump between to find one that works. However, for console, even after jumping between all 8 available realms, you still might not find the one that works. I've been jumping realms for like 40 minutes with no luck still. Oh my goodness. I waited about 2 days and got lucky and eventually it worked for me. Huh, interesting. And I don't know. I guess they're trying to... Oh, they're trying to find the crystals. Yeah, that happens. Yep, that happens. I guess consoles only have like 8 realms? Huh. At least on the beta they do. I hope that when the game actually fully launches, they get the same amount of realms that console has. Hopefully, because console I think has like way more than 8 realms, I believe. Way more than that, but that's interesting. Pet game After Sounds ran into an audio bug When I finish playing a pet game and the experience sound of gaining XP will not stop running after leaving the area. Just a constant tick through the speakers like my pet's gaining XP. Has only happened one time though, a lot of pet games. Okay, interesting. That's another little audio bug. UI allows you to attempt to learn spells you shouldn't be able to learn. Wait, what? While having a spell UI open, if there is at least one spell you are eligible to learn, the UI will allow you to attempt to learn spells you are ineligible for. The pop-up will ask if you want to learn the spells you selected. However, upon agreeing, it will actually learn the spell that you are eligible for, not the one you had selected. Have at least one training point. Speak to Arthur in Ravenwood. Select Locust Swarm. Observe UI. Are you sure you want to learn Locust Swarm? Confirm selection. Observe Scarab being trained instead. Thank you, because this reminds me of another UI problem that was similar to this, except it was in the crown shop. Condensing reports. It was like that when I was getting Amplify and it gave me Fortify instead. So, ooh, that's a big one too, because you don't want people to like learn the wrong spells. Oh, look, this is another report. If you try to purchase Faint, it forces you to instead purchase the Golem. Interesting. So it's definitely a UI little bug. You didn't have Faint selected. Golem was literally highlighted. There's still a bug there. The tooltip that popped up said Faint would be trained, but I think this is very similar to the issue reported with being able to try to train spells that aren't actually available. Yeah, they definitely got to figure that out. I know their spells have been a little iffy ever since they kind of launched some of the updates with Wizard101 on PC, especially concerning Scion Spellments, which I still have no word about the Scion Spellments. Actually, let me check that out right now. Are Scion Spellments still... Oh, my goodness. This is a big, big, big thread. I wish they can fix the problem as soon as possible, but my luck is deck keeps save my Spellment. Most people have the same problem. Is this a bug? So I guess the Spellment situation is still kind of like ongoing. Yeah, there's like a lot. I'm surprised people even have like Scion Spellments, because I, for one, don't even have that many Scion Spellments. I think we did like the Storm Titan boss like once in the boss rematch, and we just kind of faded away from the boss rematches because we didn't have enough resources to actually craft them. So I'm surprised people still have like Storm Scions and stuff like that. Controller bug. Oh gosh, this is a big one. Alright, so this controller issue isn't a stick drift problem. When I enter areas, it's not about auto run. I won't be able to turn my wizard until I back up. It's super weird. Oh. Wait, let me turn up the music, by the way. Give you guys some background music. Give y'all some of that background music while we in Zephoria. An auto run. I've never heard of that before. Same, I bought a brand new controller yesterday and it's still doing it. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's definitely an issue. Same here. It only lets me turn left. Ugh! I guess this is why people have been asking for a keyboard. A lot of people in my YouTube comments been asking about, like, a keyboard support, if they could allow that. Which would be really cool. I think that would be cool for all the consoles if they did support, like, a mouse and keyboard support. I don't know if Nintendo Switch does that or PlayStation. I'm pretty sure PlayStation does that. I use PlayStation. Xbox, I'm sure, does that. But it would be cool to kind of just have that nice accessibility option, especially for players that aren't feeling the vibe with, you know, playing Wizard101 on controller. Because it definitely is weird. I've actually seen a lot of comments kind of talk about how weird it feels on the controller. Tutorial bug fix. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Oh my gosh. What I mean is that I appreciate you aren't encouraging people to do something that they don't want to and let people wait and not force them. It is absolutely not ideal at all, and the people doing it are impressively motivated to play the game, but I never want to really encourage anyone to do that, and it's entirely fair and reasonable to wait for us to resolve the issue. I'd value knowing when people can get in so we can be certain we've put this thing to bed. That's not now, to be clear. I'm talking about the future. basically just kind of talking about the whole tutorial bug, because some people are kind of stuck in the tutorial. And I guess one of the fixes is to kind of make another account. Just from, at least from what I've gathered, a lot of people have kind of found some workarounds from it, but I think the producer just kind of doesn't want to encourage people to do that. They rather just wait until, you know, they fix it themselves. Kind of the same thing with the whole Hall of Champions thing, except, you know, pretty much everybody was stuck in the void. There's a QA term. When you look at testing environments, there are 3 scenarios: black box testing, white box testing, gray box just indicates something in between the 2 states. Yeah, a lot of people give them that, make them feel it. Oh gosh, this is long. Oh my gosh. I might have found the identity of the problem. Yeah, everybody's helping out KI, which is really good. And that's why we have this game preview beta in general, just because, well, all these issues. And that's why it's important to have these things, because let's say they just released it right now. They just said, screw it, push the button, release it worldwide. Well, guess what? You're going to get a ton of reports that it's buggy. People might get stuck on a quest blocker. People might be having really bad audio issues. So then the game is plagued with negative reviews. I mean, the game is already kind of plagued with negativity whatsoever because of that paywall, because of the membership, because of the microtransactions, aka the crown shop. Like, it's already off to that. Like, you really need to make this launch as perfect and functional as possible, because right off the bat, as soon as people hit that paywall, and trust me, when I hit a paywall, I'm just like, ugh, I'm tired of giving them money, you know? A lot of people are probably going to drop the game as soon as they hit that paywall. So right off the bat, you need to make sure that this entire beta in general is working at peak capacity. Because if even so much as a little bug happens, that's already a negative review from somebody. I'm telling you, they gotta make sure this is perfect. And there's a ton. I mean, there's a ton of bugs in here that you can look at. I'm not sure if some of these have already been resolved or will be resolved in the future, but you can literally check it out yourself in the official Wizard101 Discord server, and it's a whole thing. Like, it's a whole thing. I personally, for me, I'm staying on PC because all my data is on PC. I've been playing on PC since I was a little kid, and I personally would have I got a PS5 right there. I played my PlayStation a lot, but I would have loved to play Wizard101 on my PlayStation or my Nintendo Switch or my future Xbox if I ever get an Xbox. But the fact that there's no cross save and you can't really use your pre-existing like Wizard101 account, kind of similar to the whole Steam dilemma thing. The fact that it's all separate also from the PC players. I have a lot of friends on PC for years that we play primarily on PC, and I bought a lot of bundles on PC. Like, I invested a lot of money to be on PC. Now, if they did allow like a cross-save feature, or PC players can play with the console players, or, you know, all that stuff, if they had those resources and they had that money, obviously that would be cool, and I might would have considered it, you know, like, oh, you know, I can play with console players now. It's nice to see all these new players come in. But yeah, they're not that fortunate to have that. They're not like Fortnite, right? They just do not have the ability to do that. Maybe in the future, which is probably way far away. Like, I'm talking about the near distant future. Maybe when they figure out some sort of loophole to, I don't know, just kind of figure that out, then maybe I might consider playing it. But for now, I myself and probably some other PC players just don't really have much of a reason to kind of make the jump to console. I might play it on console just to record some gameplay, be like, oh guys, we're playing on console, but I won't be investing in it like I am doing right now on my Storm character, because I'm locked in right now, and hopefully the console launch in general is just a really good one. As long as they just make it make sure it's functional. I tell them this all the time, but you just make sure it's functional. Please, please, KI, just take your time with it. There is really no rush. Honestly, just take your time with it. But we'll see what happens in the future, and I will let you guys know in the future if there is any other updates. Right now, there hasn't really been much any major game-breaking announcements. We just showed you all those bugs and, you know, what's going on with that, and I'm sure that they are hard at work. So, we'll see what happens in the future, and until then, my name is Richard Unicorn Caller, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.